Hello everyone, I'm Chris Erkley. Welcome to your Wednesday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. Former Moreno Valley City Councilman Marcelo Co pleaded not guilty to welfare fraud charges in a Riverside courtroom on a Wednesday morning. I'm joined now by Press Enterprises' John Asbury. John, he's been big in the news for the last week. We know last week it was announced that he plans to plead guilty on the federal bribery charges, and today he was in court once again.
Yeah, this is a separate case, obviously. The first case, back in August, prosecutors charged Co with grand theft, forging documents to obtain aid, all related to getting welfare benefits for his ailing mother, who's living in the Philippines, while he continued to collect benefits while living in Moreno Valley.
Co says he has agreed to work with investigators on the other charges. Do we know why he is choosing with the not guilty plea on this one?
It's probably a matter of timing. Obviously, you've got these two cases that are going parallel to each other. He's expected to provide testimony in the federal case, and as long as that federal investigation is underway, they could keep pushing this back as long as they need to and continue to elicit his help and whatever information they need for the federal investigation as the grand jury continues their report.
And if things go as planned, Co is expected to make that guilty plea next month on the bribery charges.
Yeah, he's due in court December 4th, but he's not expected to actually enter the plea that day because it's what they call a post-indictment arraignment. It's essentially just a scheduling date and acknowledging that these charges are out there. He could enter the guilty plea to those bribery charges toward the end of next month, and we're still waiting to find out when exactly the rest of this Moreno Valley investigation is going to happen.
It's still very early in the process, but what type of penalty would he be looking at on both of these cases?
I think he faces up to 6 years on the welfare charges. If he strikes a plea deal with prosecutors, obviously that could get knocked down, and I think he's up to about 13 years on the federal bribery charges. And again, while striking a deal with them to plead guilty now and cooperate with this investigation, he could see a much lesser penalty, if anything at all.
And has there been any more word from officials on any type of update on any other city council officials being named?
No, we know that city manager and other Moreno Valley officials have continued to go before the federal criminal grand jury. Grand jury proceedings by nature are confidential, so it's only after they testify, or if they plan to testify, that the witnesses are able to tell us what happens, but authorities can't say what is going on in that federal courthouse until an indictment comes down. If we've seen in San Bernardino, these indictments and investigations can take well up to a year, and we know this grand jury didn't start convening until, I believe, June of this year, so it could happen. You could have more officials like this go down, or you could have something a few months down the road.
All right, John, thank you for the update. That does it for your Wednesday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. Be sure to stay tuned right here on PE.com for the latest on this story.